Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another glorious company. Here is 3 casting out. And in this episode, we're going to be going up against Mr. Floofiedog himself. You know, great guy overall, not a negative co-player. I had an amazing time fighting him. He was smashing me a lot this week. You know, I just couldn't beat him, and I said, yeah, let's try to fight him this match and see where it goes. But again, great co-player, nothing negative. I've seen him a lot in Mr. Splendid Cromwell videos or N7 Shark videos. But yeah, let's go ahead and confirm that rank real quick. Boring stuff out of the way. Brits are moving to the left side of the map to get a cap going. What is his rank overall between rank 100 to 200 co-player? 210 with Wehrmacht, 215 U.S. forces, 163 Deutsche Afrika Corps, and 167 British forces. You know, good deal from this guy. Now, what are we doing? I'm just going to go ahead again, get that left cap, rush into Brit infantry section to get some kind of map presence going and capping ability, and then rush into Dingo. You know, Dak and Dingo go together like ham and cheese. You got to have a Dingo when you see Dak. Because if you don't have a Dingo, mate, let me tell you, they're going to ram down your throats with one of those fucking, well, what do they call there, Bobby? 250 mobiles. The swaggin' wagons, what the Axis like to call them, with that dubstep music in the background. You know, oh yeah, I love the fatherland. Oh yeah, baby, Zeke Wilson for the fatherland. So, when you see the dreaded 250 mobile, pump yourself out of Dingo, mate, and let me tell you, we're gonna have a great time. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, baby. We're multiculturalism up in this bitch. There we go. Fucking having trouble talking. I had to get these recordings out. I'm not as peppy as I am right now, you know, excuses, but unfortunately, Relic released a hotfix patch for the fuel caches. Not for the G43 Boogaloo squads that have been tormenting the game called the Sturm Pioneers. Nope, it's for the fuel caches, because that's the priority. Now, what am I doing? I should have backed off. Green cover and deck go together like ham and cheese again. And, yeah, I'm just getting bled at max range. I was hoping that this would provide some kind of cover. You know, it's yellow cover. I'm like, okay, this is bad. Let's go ahead and relink with our engineers. I see him scooting to the right. I was assuming he's going for the cutoff. Well, unfortunately, he scoots left, and this is not going to go out in my favor. And, you know, unfortunately, massive damage bleeds the rear armor. I show my frontal armor, counts as side hits, and I'm like, okay, well, max range, I should be fine, and nope, it's gone. And I'm like, fuck this game, I'm so fucking tired of you, really, man. Fuck you guys with your fucking bolt-action shotguns. All right, what are we going to do? You know, a piece of me was like, you know, fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. He can have it. I'm just fucking done. Let's just get off and go for a 6-mile run call for tonight. And I said, you know what? No, I'm tired of being fucked, damn it. It's time for me to do some fucking around here. I'm tired of being fucked. So we're going to go ahead and dig into this match. I'm not going to lie. I was hovering over the surrender button, and then I was like, oh, fuck. I have to wait 5 minutes because, you know, Relic Studios. So he's pushing in. I was hoping to draw him to left with the engineers and move around to the green cover with the infantry section. And I'm like, okay. This is not going to work. So next squad's going to come out into the field. I'm going to immediately take the engineers, retreat them back to base because it's faster to retreat than it is to walk over here. Use the engineers as a capping tool. Left side, or excuse me, right side, we're going to go ahead and move our infantry sections into the munitions point. Because left side of the map, there's nothing we can do. We can't push him. He's already hugging the green cover. He has an advantage. We're going to have to get more infantry onto the field. And unfortunately, I lost my early game med bags. I was worried about the deck 250 mobile and the engineer clown, you know, in the back making a clown car. I'm going, okay, cancel the recce packages, immediately taking the boys anti-tank rifles. And remember, guys, if you play Brits, make sure your infantry's teched up with some kind of upgrade because they fucking suck ass, let me tell you, without the upgrade. So, coming around town, gonna get some nasty shots into the engineers, trying to get some frontline repairs, drop a model. This is huge for me. I'm gonna go ahead and hug him. Let him think that I have nades, even though I don't. Background guys get cap points. We're gonna go ahead and get a pincer maneuver, you know, coming down from the top and bottom and pushing in. Again, I'm going to go ahead and scoot these guys in. I'm going to fake it till I make it. Let them think that I have tech snares. I have not tech snares. Nope. So, I'm going to go ahead and get to the medium cover. His 250's freaking out. You know, he thinks I have snares. I don't. Engineer's pushing in. I'm going to go ahead and focus priority shots into that squad. Get some nasty bleeds and possible model drop. Boom, there it is. Model drops. Hey, woo! Oh, yeah, baby. So, bolt-action shotguns moving in. Dak, if they get close to you, they have bolt-action shotguns. They do better at close range than long range. Make it make sense, Relic Studios. What am I doing? Playing the British Empire as the Relic devs have intended, keeping the maximum range, as stated in the guide. Effective at infantry at long range. Oh my. Yes. The children, they yearn for the coal mines. That's a Frostpunk reference, if you don't know. Amazing game. Play the first one. The second one, I couldn't get into it. I'll try to pick it back up, but the first one was perfect. It was fucking glorious in every way. So he's decapping, most likely a burst of glare in the background. This is frustrating me. Sexually. It's actually frustrating me. But that's okay. We'll push through the ED. Anyways, I see him on the right side of the map decapping me. I'm like, okay, let's get some bleeds into him. I was like, is that house occupiable? Yeah, let's go ahead and back off. We're not going to win that fight. Let's just back it off. We're going to play Brits what they do best. Turtle shell this shit. Eventually we'll push up, but we're going to turtle shell it hard. Oh my. You see that colony over there, dear boy? It's time to oppress it. I believe they speak Indian. Oh, yes. Sorry about the camera adjustments. I just hate the way it looks. It's bothering me. So left side of the map, we're finally pushing back out. We're in a good position, using the two-man squad to cap and as a recon. And we will eventually tech into recce packages. I'm trying to have enough muni just in case I need to tech into an additional boys anti-tank rifle. I noticed the engineers coming out of the deck, 250 mobile, get a nice shot into it, forcing it back. We will retreat the two-man unit, and we'll bring up our main force and put some shots into the Brit engineers if possible. Now, left of the map, getting that fuel cap. We're not going to win the engagement, but I do want the fuel cap. We're going to go ahead and rotate our Boogaloo boys to the left side. Possible burst of glare is coming up. There he is. Checking for any houses, and I go, okay, it's time to rush this. Unfortunately, we don't take it, and we'll have to immediately back off. Engineer squad pushing in. We don't want that flamethrower bleed. That flamethrower bleed will knock you out. Get some nice shots into it, but not good enough. Excuse me. Now, what was I thinking in the background? Tech medical. My army is at half health. I'm faking it so I make it. We need the med bags, and unfortunately, we're not in a position to bleed. We need as much manpower as possible with the dingo loss. Next up, what am I worried about? Possible 8-rad rush into Stug, flak vehicle that instantly suppresses you because, logic doesn't exist in this game. And I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and rush into vehicles. We're faking it with the nades. We're making him think we have nades. We've been confident in our pushes, so he probably thinks I have nades tech. I don't. Getting behind the green cover. This is medium range. I wish I could be longer range, but the green cover is going to go ahead and make up for it. We're just trying to fight him off as much as possible. Getting an additional squad in the background, pushing in. And yeah, just looking good overall. Sorry, let me lean closer to the mic. I'm leaning away when I'm not supposed to be. Oh yeah, sorry about the audio last video. I shot it a week ago, but the finals came up and I was just exhausted when I made it, and the Relic released the update patch and just kind of fucked everything. So again, I apologize. When Relic released it, my audio setting that I've had for 3 years was gutted because Relic Studios and their fucking updates. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. No, mentally retarded noises. You can't say retarded. Stop me. Try to stop me. Try to stop me. So yeah, looking good. Excuse me, I bumped my mic. I see the engineers. I'm gonna go ahead and back off again. I don't want any of the smoke. This is not what we're looking for. Engineer's going to go ahead and open up on me. Now, I'm going to put as much pressure into the DAC engineers as possible. They're the key unit right here. As long as I keep these guys at maximum range, I'm not too worried about them. They do better at close range. DAC engineers pushing up. We're going to put all our focus into it. Again, chase them off, and we're good to go. Double LMG pops on these guys. I'm like, okay, now we have to go ahead and find cover. But with the engineers pushed off into the field, we're in a good position again. So, keeping our Brits together. It's a blob. It's somewhat spaced out. I'm trying my best here. I got to make it work. I would go ahead and pop a juicy flare onto the field. Seeing what's going on in this background. Teching into Stork. We got our Stork tech going. Looking good. Fucking third I am again. Leaning away from the microphone. Oh! So, what have I been doing? I've been a dickhead capping the left side of the map. I'm going to go ahead and back it off. I see the Zerg machine coming over. Getting some control in the right side, pushing in. Forces are properly spaced out. See the DAC infantry opening up on me. I'm going to go ahead and get a shot into it, backing off. These guys are key. Again, his engineers could be coming back out into the field momentarily. We don't know. I'm assuming that, 8-rad is coming. I'm getting really nervous about this. We're pretty much neck and neck on the KD ratio right now. So I'm playing Brits, decently. Again, there's better Brit players than me. You're just here for the entertainment. I'm trying to give it to you. And just decapping. I see the DAC mobile. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to win this. Most likely an additional squad coming up. They're going to bleed me heavily. I do want the cap on the muni point. I realize I'm not going to get it, and I don't want to bleed any models. We're saving our manpower as much as possible, rushing into AT gun. And eventually we're going to have to tech into infantry training, and that's what I'm trying to save up for right now. We do eat a snare. No big deal. Let's go ahead and eat that. Yummy, yummy, fucking in my tummy. Let me tell you. Sorry, I got my nieces and nephews over, so I've been like saying goofy shit to make them laugh, and they love the jokes. Yeah. So backing off, still pushing in, but I have the Stork, get a nasty little side hit into it, minuscule damage, but you know, motion in the ocean. It's not the size that matters, big boy. It's the motion in the ocean. It's a lie that a lot of people tell themselves. The size does matter. Now, right side, pushing the DAC infantry off, getting a nice little, combined force going. What did I tech? Commander upgrade, giving me necessary accuracy upgrades. You can get about 35 plus accuracy with the Stort and all the upgrades combined, which is amazing. You know, we can knock units out of cover. We have engineers on standby, and a rifleman back at base should be moving momentarily, and I will get those guys kicking. Getting the VP bleeds stopped, or attempting to, as much as possible. We are bleeding heavily, and I've activated my spotting scopes. He thinks I'm going to charge. I'm not. I'm like, oh, I see those little units in the background. Not going to happen. AT gun covering, because there is a Stug 3 in the background. Got to be cautious. AT opens up onto the Stug 3. Unfortunately, it is a dirty bounce. The Stug is a bounce machine, but we do get a side hit. Oh, baby, we get a side hit going. Now, Dak's coming in. I go, okay, well, I can just take the damage. I have engineers in standby, and this does not bother me whatsoever. Moving in our forces on the right side of the map. Again, just getting the median cover, trying to get some bleeds going to the sky. We have engineers in the background. I see the 250 trying to push up with the, clown car, the flame mobile. See the Stug, I'm going to go ahead and do what Brits do best, turtle. Stug can't cap right now. He doesn't have that ability. So I'm just going to go ahead and move around town. Try to dodge a shot. Again, no damage from that. Pretty lucky. And we're just turtling. I will pop a flare, get some vision. I should have used this guy because I'm more focused on this side, getting the vision, keeping the Brits at max range. Moving the low 2 back. This could have been risky. If you wanted to, you could have pushed the Stug up and possibly got a wipe or dove it into my base, and it would have been nasty. Now, flares up. We're getting more intel on the map. This commander upgrade, amazing. To be able to get the plus 10% accuracy and 20% reload on our units plus the vision bonus, this is what kept me in the game on this map. Now, units max range, he opens up a shot on me. I go, well, that's a bad idea, no cover. And I'm just going to get a huge damage roll into him. Next up, green cover, just trying to chase him off the map. Not much we can do. I'm losing this engagement. I'm going to go ahead and turtle into our main force and get some rotations going. Engineers will start repairing. If you're going to repair with the engineers, get up behind the green cover. They will take damage, but not as much. Boys, anti-tank rifles are ready to fight. In the background, I noticed a dirty squad trying to cap me. I'm going to go ahead and rotate the Story, get a nice, nasty little blob going. AT guns covering her flank. And, chasing off the half health. This is huge for us. Versa Glary trying to get a dirty cap on me, and I'm like, where you going, buddy? Not in my house. Not in my house, dear boy. Now I see the 250 mobile, an additional 250 onto the field. And I'm like, okay, let's just go ahead and chase him off. Trying to get a dirty shot into it. I'm going to go ahead and, I can take the snares. I have enough infantry to chase him away. I'm not worried about it. I don't think I'm martyrs onto the field yet, but we do have the engineers, so I can just go ahead and take that face fuck of a snare. Okay. Engineers are going to go ahead and immediately repair. 3 models, no big deal. They can still get a nice repair. 2 models, you can still repair it pretty efficiently. I see the martyr. I'm going to go ahead and back the sword off momentarily. Unfortunately, I do need a nade. But in the background, we had a rifleman squad, flanking around town. I'm going, okay, I did tech into nades finally. Martyr does open up on me. Gets a huge shot to the sword. But I get a massive shot with the AT gun with the snare. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, boy, let me tell you, that nade fucking spicy. Oh, yes. Looking good. Looking good with that engagement. This was huge. Stug, big mad push. I'm hoping for a possible kill. If I kill this will knock it out of the game. And bounce. Oh, relic. AT rifles open up on me. Engineers hugging behind that. Let me ask you, Axis mains. Do you think that should have been a kill? I think that should have been a kill. That has no health. It looks like a wet dream at this point. It's falling apart, right? And I'm going to get a bounce. Let me ask the Axis mains. Yes, Hans. I think that you should have bounced. I also think that if any allied unit sees a Stug 3, they should instantly die from FIA. Okay, thank you, Hans. I appreciate your input, buddy. Can I get a normal person in the background, please? Nobody? Oh, everybody's the Axis main, damn it. So, bounced, but no big deal. That was unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I could have used that pickup. I did lose the infantry squad. We will remake the squad eventually. But that was a huge loss for me. Now, moving up with our spotting mobile. Again, vision is key in this game. If you have vision, you can read what your opponent's sending at you. You know what's coming instead of guessing, and you can plan accordingly, and that's what I've been doing this entire time. If I can see it, I can fight it. If I can't see it, I'm kind of fucked. And this Stort has been coming in clutch. I noticed the right VP is getting decapped. I don't like that, so I'm going to go ahead and explore. Dara, and I see a squad. I'm assuming there's a squad over here. I'm not going to take the snare. Engineers are nowhere near close by right now. So we're not going to risk it for the biscuit. We need to keep them onto the field. AT guns. Excuse me, I decided to double up. I did, as a reminder, go infantry training to give myself all necessary boost. A lot of people go, hey, when do we tech into it? Tech into it when you have a good amount of anti-tank. If you do it before that, you're fucked. Is my, is what my 2 cents on it. Now, right side, Versiglarian. I can keep the story here. I know what the infantry squad is, the 2 squads that were over here. I can hug them. Again, no bitches, no snares on these infantry units. Jaeger squad opens up on me. I'm going to go ahead and back the Steward off, get the frontal armor showing. I will eventually pop vision to see what's up. AT guns setting up. If you see these red planes, just get out of it, man. Get out of it. If you can't retreat out of it, you need to get out of it immediately. Now I'm getting big game pushed right here. This is a DAC charge. AT gun misses a shot. Let's see if we can get another shot into the DAC. Unfortunately, miss again. Brit AT guns fucking suck in this game. So we're just gonna go ahead and back off this AT gun. Yeah, I'm turtling. I'm doing what Brits do best. Jaeger squads are kept at bay. Could be a martyr in the background. We do have double AT guns. We have enough health to tank a shot. We're good to go. Yeah, and we're just trying to fight the line. Brit engineers coming in close. I see the Stug. Even if he shoots me, we're in a good position. We're hugging his units as much as possible. He could bleed his own units, and boom, there it is. He does get a decent bleed onto his own guys. Now Stug is diving in. I'm like, okay, bad idea. I can snare you. He's gonna go ahead and back off. I back off.
The enemy is pushing hard.
That could have been really bad for him if I pressed it. Now in the background, I did have a boys anti-tank squad moving in, getting a juicy snare. Look at that, folks. There's the snare I was talking about. I was moving these guys in the background. We didn't see it. My bad. I did kill a 250 in the background as well. I should have been focusing on that. But I attacked around. I'm like, where are you going? The fart smoke's not going to save you, buddy. Oh, tea and crumpets. Oh, my, Reginald. You see what we did there? It's called colonization. It's where you take your nuts and rub them across their forehead. Oh, yes. I hope you like opium, dear boy. We've got plenty of it. Oh, yeah. Now, I apologize again for the background noise, guys. I got the nieces and nephews over, so you're going to hear screaming and dying and kids playing around. Yeah, baby. I'm a family man. Woo! That's huge. I didn't get to see that engagement. My bad. We're all focused in the middle of the map. I was doing a lot of stuff in the background. There's 2 engagements going on. So, we got it. We will kill these wrecks. Do not leave the carcasses. They can get salvage from it. 84 manpower, 13 fuel. That is a lot. You don't think that's much, but it is absolutely a lot in this game. AT guns healed up, feeling ready to go. Any salvage, even this guy, Wreck Dingo. Right. Ringo my dingo, mate, let me tell you. Down in Aussie land. G'day, mate. We got Kangaroo Jack. What else we got? We got Sydney. We got the Sydney Harbour. We got Finding Mimo down there. AT guns will open up on that wreck. The fatherland, unser Kruppe Steel, is impenetrable. Kill it. Kill these things. They can harvest them like they're, it's like cheese and rats, right? They just go, they just fucking click their tongue. They can smell the food. I was hoping for a cap. I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Backing off the AT guns. We can't lose these. These guns bleed heavily currently with this update, and you just don't want to deal with it. Right side of the map, I noticed that the DAC is moving in. I've got this on standby. Going to go ahead and activate Tread Shot. Maximum range. Maximus Optimus Negro. Luckily, I do get it, and boom, check it out. I'm going to go throw a nade, get a nice little V-shot into him, hoping to kill him. He just threw a counter nade. I'm like, I can take it. Models are spaced apart, and boom, this engagement is a massive net positive. Knock out a 250 and a DAC infantry squad. Versiglarian, excuse me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the story. I've been getting the decaps going, getting some map control back, stopping the massive VP bleed. He's got a 465 point advantage. 464, 4-3 now, words. And he can take the bleeds. He's got time to bleed in this game, so we're going to have to go ahead and counter push. Get a sneaky rifle nade, does mids. I saw the comment about teching in the nades, and honestly, I appreciate it, man. I've been giving it a try. Unfortunately, the Brit nades are slow, but the ability to have, I would say, the ability to have those clutch snares is amazing. As much as I don't like teching to the nade packages, the snares absolutely kept me in this game, and I really appreciate that pro tip, my man. because I try to avoid nades with Brits. I feel like it's a huge waste of fuel and manpower because, you know, I'm trying to desperately get to the Stuart. But it is what it is. Oh my. Now, I should have pushed up, you know, we have map control. I'm just, again, being cautious. I've been turtling this entire game. Doing what Brits do best, dear boy. Left side of the map, I'm going to go ahead and get my beauty point back. I was tired of not being able to have it. It's frustrating me. Sexually frustrated. Moving up on the martyr. I got, you know, units in the background. I'm making moves. I'm going to go ahead and put them in medium cover. You know, if we're not going to win that fight, that's A-okay. Just keeping them at bay. Stuart's pushing in. We got a spotting squad going, so even if that martyr charges me, we're good to go. AT guns will scoot up. Boom, there it is. Now we've got him in a good position. Now we're taking his cutoff point. This is amazing for us. Askren's onto the field. I retreat. My unit's healthy enough, so no wipes, no worry, no big deal. Moving the AT guns back. You know, Askren's onto the field. They have their assault bonus. They can just sprint out of the vehicle, and we just don't want it right now. Our infantry is pulling back, so we're not having the map control. I will turn on the spotting scopes eventually. Moving over the left side of the map, have the AT guns. Trying to get into shot into the 250, but we'll see momentarily. I will eventually pop a flare. But playing it defensive. There's the spotting scopes activated. We know what's up. We see that DAC anti-tank squad in the background. And we're in a good position. Yeah, shake and bake, baby. Shake and motherfucking bake. Healing up. Now, he's being cautious. You know, he doesn't want to push that VP. He's probably using the Jaeger squads to cap. I noticed the invisible, you know, star, and I'm like, okay, Jaeger squads are definitely capping. Left side of the map, flare activated. I'm going for that 250. I'm like, yeah, probably staying on the point. AT gun. Moving in, sneaky. I was trying to, like, shoot it, but I had to, like, you know, rotate it because pathing in this game. Boom, there it is. Oh my, sneaky in the background, dear boy. Get a nasty little shot into it. No, maybe, possibly. I will see. We will see eventually. There, pick up the trigger. Boom, gets a nasty shot into the DAC 250. Might get the wipe, but let's go ahead and clean that up. Oh, Reginald! Oh, you dirty boy! Flog me, Reginald, harder! So now that we got the kill, we need to run away from our hunter position. Moving in the Stuart to cover down, cover the retreat of the AT gun, body blocking, pushing models. But we're in a good position. We've linked up with our main force engineers on standby to repair. AT gun will stay in the background in case a martyr push does happen. I noticed the anti-tank boys. There's a big push coming. There's these planes. Retreat your infantry. Get out of it. Don't take the bleeds. Stuart, I'm panicking. I'm like, no. If I lose this, I'm out of the game. Left side of the map, we are capping with the boys' anti-tank rifles. All right. We're still in this match, folks. If those planes hit you, they are basically anti-tank on light vehicles. They will take the Stuart and basically one-shot it. It will have a sliver of health left. You need to get out of it. Don't underestimate those planes. If your infantry is not retreating when they see those planes and they're in the middle of the strike, they're going to take massive damage. Left side of the map, double martyr's out of position. He wasn't paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and get some massive shots into it. I was focused on this, and I eventually catch this. I throw an anti-tank nade. Boom. Engine crit damage. I was hoping for a double stack. This is blocking him, though. The wreck is blocking him. He's stuck. Now, boom, he's pushing through it. Right side, we win that engagement. This is huge, though. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. If you lose that, you have no anti-tank. Massive. Massive. Oh. The fucking royal family, they're loving me right now. Let me tell you. I'm going to go ahead and kill the wreck. I wanted to keep pushing deeper into his territory, but I'm like, the wreck is more important. Again, 72 manpower plus 10 fuel on the return. That's basically, you know, we're getting... You can get a squad with that. I mean, you can repair the wreck too for only 120 and 20 fuel. So it's cheaper to revive these things than to build them right off the bat. So we will get our head out of our ass and get the cap going. But I attacked him to Grant. You know, we've had time. We fought him off. We dealt the damage. He's lost to 2 martyrs, so our Grant's pretty much free reign at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and utilize that to the maximum effective ability. Boom, massive shot. There's the Grant. You know, he was clumped up behind cover. The Grant's doing what he needs to do, which is get some bleeds into it. And that squad is dead. Moving the Stuart into position. Get the wipe. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Fucking, now it's my time to shine. Now it's my time to push. Now it's my time to control the entire European world, yeah. Siegbassen. Oh, sorry, wrong faction. We're Brits. Now is the time to colonize. Fucking Aussie accent. Damn it, I can't change the accents. Like a mass stabbing in the UK. It was unexpected. We all know the religion of peace doing those mass stabbings. We all know. Nobody wants to say it, but we all know it. It rhymes with burqa. So, I mean, we're in a good position, man. Xenophobia! Yeah, absolutely. 100% xenophobic. I should have popped the spotting scopes. I will eventually. We're in a good position. The martyrs are knocked out. Even if he makes another martyr, we have double AT guns in the background. Now's my time to push. Let's hold these choke points. We're in a good spot. I will tech into an additional M3 Grant. Engineers are holding. I picked up the anti-tank rifle with these guys. I just didn't want them to have it. And honestly, if I can take it, I'm happy. Engineers weren't really a combat unit anyway, so fuck it. Give me my shit. Or your shit, which is not my shit. Thanks for the donation station, buddy. Again, not talking shit. I'm just trying to keep it light here. The guy was an amazing player. Now I see the martyr coming in. I go, okay, not a problem. Let's just go ahead and back off. AT gun standby. We have the bait. We have it on lock and key. He takes a shot. I go, okay, time to push in. Boom, massive shot. That's not coming back anytime soon. We're gonna go ahead and rotate the Grant. Get some nasty bleeds into him. And big miss, but no big deal. We'll realign and re-engage. Oh, damn! Grant being overpowered. Again, that was no cover whatsoever, so, fuck it. I had to pay 50 fuel, which is half health of this, half the fuel of this fucking tank to get this tank. I don't fucking care it can slap infantry. I paid the premium package for it. Eat my wiener if you disagree. Just saying. Right side of the map, let's go ahead and push in. He's decapping me. He's trying to stop the bleeds. We're getting a VP bleed back in order. We're getting a map control. This is excellent for us. We own roughly 80% of the map right now, about to be 90 after these caps. So moving in, double recce packages. These guys are bedded up. It doesn't matter if I'm not in cover right away. We're in a good position. Should have killed this wreck, but no big deal. Again, because salvage 69 manpower. Now. Askren's popping in the field. I think we get a nice little juicy shot into him. Boys anti-tank rifles are bet 3. So we're pretty decent. I notice him pushing the right side. Let's go ahead and rotate the sword for vision. And I see this massive push on the right side, rotating the AT gun, putting it into a safer position. We don't want any of this smoke. Boys anti-tank rifles are in the background. I'm getting the pincer going. I'm moving everything into position. I'm like, okay, this is bad for you. We have the double tank and AT gun combo with the double AT as well now. Now he's backing off. I'm going for the cap. I really wasn't paying attention to this. I should have snared him, but I just kind of want the decap. I want to get rid of all his munitions. AT gun out of position. There's that scrape I was talking about. Look how much health it chipped off. Don't underestimate the scrape. I do lose an AT gun. This is a really bad position for me. AT guns are in danger. He can pick them up. He's trying to get them into the fight. I'm going to go ahead, keep the Grant there, and just knock him out. Brit's in the background. I'm going to go ahead and kill that crew as well. Moving in an additional Grant. I'm rolling the AT gun back to base, even if I lose it here, we're in a good position. Now, martyrs out of position. We have snares on standby. Relinking up our Grants. I will push in eventually. Unfortunately, this guy is having a pathing deficiency. He wants to die, but we do not want him to die. He might be suicidal, but I'm still in it to win it, people. Now, moving those Brits. I was talking about from the right side earlier, moving into a dirty snare. He's panicking, body blocks himself into a wall. Grants are on standby. And GG, well played. Floofiedog, amazing game, bro. GG, well played. Nothing negative to you, man. You did amazing. But I'm trying to really be respectful. If you're a cool dude, I'm gonna be a cool dude back. So, well played. And I told him, I was like, dude, you've been smashing me a lot. No homo. And a lot is 2 separate words, so my bad. Grammar. And this happens a lot. Like, you'll tell a unit to move, right? But you'd never give it to the command to die. And I know that pain, man. I know that pain, dude. It is so aggravating. This game is so buggy. This game is so buggy. Not trying to sound like a white girl. This game's so buggy. Let me tell you. Oh, I went to Starbucks. I can show my butthole. Got a free lacachino. So that's match 1, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a double feature, so if you want to stick around and watch the next recording, I am here for your pleasure. Oh yeah, your pleasure all day long. Homo erectus. Can we close? Can we close? Can we close? Replays. Very slow game, very responsive relic. Now I'm going to go ahead and show these recordings because the new update is out for the fuel caches. So these recordings will be lost forever if I do not show you them. Time me out. Next game! Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another glorious company of Heroes Recasting, yeah. Now, Mr. Floofiedog, this was a couple hours spaced apart, so I was like, oh, dude, he's gonna give me a run for my money again. Activating Chinese persona. Chinese number. You cannot use the Chinese accent. I am very, very, you're racist. If I did an Aussie accent, why can't I do a Chinese accent? Tell me. Tell Relic Brits need a buff. Please, somebody tell Relic that Brits need some loving. They're not fun to play. For the most simplest faction, they are not fun to play. And, you know, I'm like, I've seen you in the N7 Sharks video, rather splendid Cromwell. Send the message how I don't have an in with them. I don't want to call you a liar, but you got Splendid Cromwell on speed dial, right, buddy? Just fucking give him a call. Give him a call. Put him on a hot speed dial. Be like, hey, buddy, I got this guy Spiltmilk. He's telling me some things, and we can get some plans going. Fucking buff the Brits. Do it for me. Get rid of the pistol model. Give it a rifle. Why is this a fucking pistol? Like, come on. Work with me. Now, same strat as last time. You know, Dingo. I see Dak and Dingo, ham and cheese, yum, 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 all day long. I'm going to go ahead and rush that Dingo out, get our infantry squad into the field, capping the left side of the map, getting map control, map presence. Now, because this fuel is closer, we're going to go ahead and focus that fuel, you know, not like the other map where it's spaced out. I'm going to go ahead and immediately get that cap. Dingo, push to the center of the map. We will learn from last time. Dak, green cover. I said, you know what? Monkey see, monkey learn. Let's go ahead and back off. I don't want it. He has all the advantage, but he could be on the left side of the map right here, let me tell you. So we're going to go ahead and explore the deep crevices of this game. Lovingly. Very lovingly. If the Dingo would fucking drive straight. I told it to drive straight. I hate this game. Ah, there it is. He's growing a brain cell. Pathing. Look at this pathing. Excellent gameplay. Right side, I was a little bit slow, moving up. And boom. Now, he has no cover. If he hugs the medium cover, he'll still bleed heavily. And this engagement is all for us. We drop a model, hoping for a second model drop. Units are half health, so this puts them at a massive disadvantage right now. Now, you know, we don't drop an additional model, but we bled him heavily, so even if he reinforces, he's going to come out weakened. This is a good deal for us. Next infantry squad coming onto the field. Dak, bolt action shotguns, green cover, all right here. He has the advantage. I'm just going to go ahead and tiptoe to the left. He has all the advantage right here. I know what he went last time. He's most likely going the same, and he will most likely have multiple units. I'm moving up for a scouting position, and boom, there he is. I realize, hey, he's already hovering over my munis. I don't want any of this. It's not going to go in my favor. Backing off with bolt action shotguns. What I'm saying, look at that bleed damage. He was out of position too, so backing off, moving into the engineers. We've already swept with our face, just in case. So we know there's no mines there. We're in a good position to get some heals. You know, multitask this shit. Boom, there it is. Now, he has a high ground advantage. We just want the field. Keep one little model, pinky toe, onto the cap. And boom, good to go. Moving into our next infantry squads, I see the burst of glare. We've lost this engagement, backing off. If they get close to you, you lose. That's just the way it is. So he's hill. He's going to die on this hill. I'm like, okay, we can still work some magic in the background. If he's going to die on this hill, then he's out of position. He will move for a cutoff. I'm backing off. You know, this engagement's lost, and he's going to put pressure onto that. But we'll move over engineers to get his cutoff. So not the end of the world. All right, Brent infantry onto the field. 3 squads stacked. Dingo moving in. We're behind the green cover. Dingo's trying to do the damage, but bolt action shotguns once again. The Dingo is overpowered. Let me tell you. Mate. The Dingo fucking dominating this game with his 1 kill. 1 kill on the Dingo. Left side of the map, moving for the decap. Now I'm trying to regain my map control, get my cap back. I see him decapping my fuel. There's no green cover over here. We have units on standby, so we're going to go ahead and push in. It's Versicularity. I feel really confident with these. You know, they're not as much as bolt action shotguns as the DAC infantry, but they're still nasty. But you know, the car can take the shots, and look at that. Getting some great damage, blocks, rounds bouncing off of me. He's going to get the decap. I should have pushed in, but, you know, I just was honestly concerned about model bleed at that point. Because we're not teching some med bags just yet. Now, I did rush the M3 Stort tech up, but we will not go Stort this match. I'm going to show you to do it without a Stort. Because I can already see somebody, you know, the Stort was overpowered. You showcase how broken the Stort is. We're going to do this match without a Stort this time. I'm going to show you how to suffer. Suffer with me. Cortes dia, motherfucker. Cortes dia. Dias. Mason, that new Call of Duty was so ass, dude. I remember Black Ops 1 and 2. Great games. And then you have... Oh my god, these campaigns are terrible. I didn't buy the game, I got it for free. Engaging, he has the high ground, but high ground damage is not as horrible. He's focused on the Dingo. I'm going to go ahead and back that out. We have med bags on the Dingo, so we can heal up at base. kept it alive. Engineers will repair. And hugging the green cover, you know, getting some nasty bleeds into him. Worried about a potential nade. You know, 5 minutes in, you're teched up. Ah, there's the clown car. Gonna go ahead and focus the 250, chase that off. Get out of the green cover. He's gonna go ahead and burn with a flamethrower. Just get out. Most likely you've lost this fight. No big deal. There's green cover everywhere on this hill. Right side still making moves. Even though we can't take the center, we've kept them off the left because we've been engaging them. Now, again, you know, taking our time, moving back in. Infantry squad did pop. I'm going for just heavy infantry push. I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't tech into Stort. And I think it was a good deal. You know, 6 minute Stort's not too horrible. Excuse me. I had some Taco Bell, so my guts are, it's burning. Love me some taco. They fucked up my menu, dude. And I told them no lettuce on my Doritos tacos, and they put, like, I hate the taste of lettuce. It's disgusting, right? It makes me go. So I tell them no lettuce. I wanted onions, though, diced onions, and they put fucking lettuce on it. I'm like, I'm polite to fast food workers because they'll spit in your food. But, like, dude, just don't put, if I tell you just meat and cheese, man, it's so simple. Just put meat and cheese on my fucking taco, dude. That's all I'm asking. Like, I know you hate your life, but don't make me hate my life as well. Okay? Now, moving in 250, coming in. I'm just going to go ahead and put some shots into it. You know, again, putting some shots, getting the bleeds, chasing it off. He thinks I have nades teched. I am taking nades. I rushed it to the nade tech early. Taking Buddy's advice. And giving nades a try. And I'm going, well, you know, we did rush into the nade tech. We could have went Stort if I didn't go nade tech. I'm like, ah, fuck it. So we're just going to try to make it work here. Right side of the map, he's capping me. I was going to win on the left side, so we're going to go ahead and back off our main force and just regroup and then try to see what's going on here. I'm low health. I will eventually retreat them. I'm realizing this is not a good fight. We will tech into our medics shortly. I was debating. I think I pop med bags in a second. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe med bags in the dingo. Bear with me. Left side of the map, we're making moves, getting the caps going, denying him precious fuel. This is excellent for us. Yeah, I should have put med bags down. This is me being Le Chavez boy. We have medical back in base. Putting up a flare, getting some vision going. There's the retreat. Okay, so I do retreat it. What I should have done is hit the med bag button on the dingo, and that would have honestly kept every single one of these squads into the fight, and we could have stayed onto the field longer. That was a really bad move on my part. Stupid. Right side, I notice a clown car. I'm in range for the snare. If I don't get the snare off, he will kill me on retreat. Boom, snare, engine crit. We've delayed him. We're in a safe position. We're getting our mines down, right? He's been diving heavily, so we have map control. Could be 8-rad push. 8-rads have been heavily buffed in this game, so you can just zerg them like a fucking monster and absolutely destroy your opponent. So, a little clue for you. I'm going to put a mine down. Don't put it in the center because you can see that. If you hug the edge, you can go ahead and put a mine down. And you won't be able to notice it. Eventually I'll get that mine down. Boom, there it is. I should have just got the decap first. If you see the cap magically stopping, assume that there's a mine down. Because if you look at the cap as soon as a unit enters and he's in the center, you're going to see engineer squad. So we'll back off momentarily. Boom, there it is. But that was stupid on my part. I should have got the decap and then planted the mine. So I notice he's making moves on the left. He's got his field control coming back in, making an AT gun. We're at 8 minutes. At this point, I'm expecting some kind of armor coming onto the field. Let's go ahead and prep our AT gun. Now, it doesn't always work to assume. I ran into a low-ranking Wehrmacht player. He made no AT guns. He made no armor in Rush Panzer IV, and I had an AT gun that was just absorbing manpower for no reason. And that was just bad for me. I did beat him in the second match, though, because I was like, okay, you're just going to spam Panzer Jaegers? Let me introduce you to Greyhound. I was, Jaegers. G43 Jaegers, excuse me. Now, AT gun set up. There's the DAC mobile. I'm going to go ahead and try to take a pot shot into him. He does get away. No big deal. Flamethrowers burning me down. I'm going to have to rotate out of there. Now he gets out of cover. Bad move for him, but we're going to put some more shots into him. He's going to try to get in and close the gap. Again, not working. Massive bleeds into these engineer squads. So we chase off the squad that could have burned us out of cover, holding the line. Brits are at maximum range in the green cover, hugging the green cover even more because I noticed that hill on top getting some shots into me. You know, high ground advantage, right? So the map is backing these guys off. Dingo's on standby. Could have been more effective with it. But engineer squad is in the background, moving up. Now he's moving in for a juicy nade. At this point, I've lost the fight. I've been pushed off the cover. His units have all the advantage. It's not worth this fight whatsoever. Not worth this fight whatsoever. I'm just using the last unit to hold. AT gun in the background. Do get a juicy shot into him, I believe. Let's see. Boom. Already at a quarter of health knocked out. I'm gonna have to rotate the AT gun. He's coming in. Brit Engineer's hugging the green cover to fight him off. I went ahead and got a mortar. I assumed he was gonna have the MG, but I noticed that he was hugging the green cover a lot, right? So I was gonna use that mortar to displace him. Most of the time, I was clicking the mortar and directly attack rounds on his units behind cover, or just issuing the command to attack. So I was being proactive with this mortar. People go, I'm not getting value out of my mortar. You can dodge the shots, right? You can decide not to sit there and take it, but I noticed that his micro was not as fast, right? So I'm assuming that he's going to be over-relying on that green cover. Again, not discrediting my opponent. Great guy. I'm just telling you what I saw. My 1v1 matches against pro players in my earlier videos, I've done that to them, where if I notice they're not moving, they're not dodging the shots, right? They're just focused on the attack map. I'm going to go ahead and hit them with a mortar. So moving the mortar up, activating flare. Everything's all clear. Skies are green. Looking good. I know that the Stug's in the background. We're going to go ahead and minesweep with the British engineers, middle and the left side of the map. Getting our caps going. AT gun to support. Luckily, Relic is kind of fixed the AT gun. It can shoot over this hill into the Stug. It used to not be able to do that. So we're going to keep that in mind. Anti-tank squad pushing in. I noticed that the wall got knocked down. Remember that. You see that shit in the background? Hey, something's coming. Mine detonation right on the map. Good deal. We're getting values out of these mines. That was on the engineer squad. So this is huge for us. There's that Stug setting up the AT gun. Now, don't let gravity fool you. You can take a shot into it. Ignore the physics, people. Just don't overthink it too much. Now, what should I have done? He's pushing in. Brits are backing off. This is a bad position for me. Mortar's going to go ahead and retreat. Dingo's in a bad position. I can't get any shots out of it because it's fucking bush. This is not good for me, though. I'm trying to buy time for the AT gun to escape. I'm realizing this is huge. He can knock me out. He's going to focus that AT gun. I activate a artillery flare. He's just going to push through it. I should have just backed this AT gun out, man, and I failed epically. He could have GG'd me out of this game. This could have been a GG push and permanently. There's so many bad things could have happened because now his Stug has free range. I know he's got a manpower flow because Dak's always got a manpower flow. He could capture the AT gun, moving in the Brit engineers, trying to get some bleeds onto him. Dingo in the background, shooting him at max range. Again, just harassing him. Brit engineers hugging the wall. Stug's got me down to no health. I have the Brits in the background. I could have thrown a snare onto it, but I was getting burned by the engineers. It was just not worth it. I will cap the AT gun, but Stug, even with the full health, man, these engineers are weak as fuck. Stug knocks me out. Again, negative position for me. This is not good. He's covering my AT gun. He could have a squad in the background. Versiglary are, they're on the right side, but he can rotate them at any time. They have a sprinting bonus out of combat. He can run up and steal this. So I'm going to have the Dingo hover. Give me a little spotting going. It is a piss poor recon vehicle. It says recon, but it's recon at bet 3. Luckily, he decides to back off. If I was him, and maybe he thought a Sturt was coming, I would have attacked around this AT gun. I'm assuming he thought I had a Sturt on the way. But we're going to go ahead and rush tier 4. We're buying our time. We had some great map control going. And I'm just going to go ahead and rotate the AT gun back to base. This is huge. If he would have stole that AT gun, man, I would have no counter to him. Because my only counter, which I'm going to go ahead and rush Crusader, I would have been instantly countered by the Brit AT gun. The Brit allied AT guns can penetrate allied tanks, but allied AT guns struggle on Axis tanks. So, food for thought. We got our panic mindset, and we're pretty even Steven on the. 100 VPs off, so not horrible in the VPs. I realize that we are bleeding. I'm going to go ahead and try to unfuck the situation. Holding the Brits in the background, waiting for a push to come out. Mortar is not getting much value out of it right now, but we'll eventually get some more value later. Get it to bet 1, and we get that entrenchment bonus. Setting it up right. We got to keep it in an aggressive position. Be aggressive with the mortar, just not too close. But we need to keep it firing. We need this investment to pay off. We have smokes in case our vehicles are in danger. So again, not horrible. If I was a better co-player, I could have smoked my AT gun out of danger. But unfortunately, I'm just not that guy right now. But eventually, I'll get there again. You boys know I can handle a champion player or two. So, yeah, baby. So, moving the Brit engineers in, we'll activate our minesweepers eventually. Regaining the map control. He's backed off heavily now. He's allowing me to push back up. Stug opens up. AT gun is in the background. Unfortunately, it's not opening fire. Maximum range. Boom. He is moving in. We'll go ahead and take some nasty shots into him. Massive hit. Massive hit. Almost at half health now. Right to the map, he's pushing in. We're not going to make the same mistake last time. He's diving in with his infantry. We're going to go ahead and rotate this AT gun out, dingo to cover. We're not remaking the same mistake. Engineers, left side of the map. I put a mine down. Whoever decided that mines can be swept with flamethrowers, fucking suck an egg, dude. I hate you. So dumb. Fuck. I put that mine down for him to punish me for putting a mine in a good place that his vehicle would have hit because flamethrowers go burr. Oh. Everything's going according to plan at Relic Studios, let me tell you. Mortar opening up. Again, not much value, but we'll get value out of it eventually, damn it, I'm telling you. He went from hugging the cover to like aggressively pushing me, and I was like, come on, I got the counter to you, you're punishing me now. Mortar misses, opens up. Like, it feels like everything's made out of sand and skin. Like, I know this is a sandy map. Got a little sand here, but not every fucking road's made out of like a plump of sand, you know? I know you really like that special effect, really. Mine detonation on the right side of the map was most likely the Bursigalary squad. Let's see. Oh no, it was a 250 that hit my mine. Okay. I put your mines. Once you have your infantry tucked up as Brits, put your mines everywhere. It'll save you so much pain. We're in a really bad position right now, guys. If you look at the map control, we're pushed back. We have nothing going on for us right now. It's not looking good. We have to regain our cap. He owns the majority of the map at this point. If not all of it. I got like 5%, he's got 95, but we're regaining it slowly. And we're just gonna have to make this work. Mine sweeping, we don't want to sweep with our face, so I'm gonna go ahead and rush into a foot guard section. I'm assuming that he went martyrs again, and he does. AT gun does open up, we get a nice juicy shot into it. Now, after we get our foot guards, because I need some kind of anti-infantry to push them back, we're gonna go ahead and tech into a Crusader. So this works out perfectly for me. We've already upgraded our infantry training. We needed that desperately. And we're just going to go ahead and push them with the Brits. With the foot guards, we have a good anti-tank. We have an excellent anti-infantry. You know, it's not amazing, but it's better than nothing. If you move them cover to cover, you're going to get maximum value out of that. They're great shock units. And honestly, the ability to, let me go ahead and show you. This ability, staggered shot, clutch. You can absolutely punish Axis tanks out of position. So moving in, you know, DAC, bolt action shotguns, foot guards are going to go ahead and take the pressure, take the lead. Engineers moving up on the left side of the map. We have the player for spotting. I noticed that he's coming in with the 250. Foot guards going to go ahead and rotate, put pressure onto the 250. Trying to get some shots. I realize that doesn't work. And flamethrowers are burning me. Foot guards are going to go ahead and hug his infantry. Keeping max range on the flamethrowers. We have squad on the right side of the background moving in, putting bleeds into them. Foot guards are not out of the fight yet. Have enough Thompson models to hold it down. Now they're too low, too expensive. We're going to go ahead and back them off. We did throw a flare. Stood pushing in. AT guns moving into counter. Just providing vision as much as we can. Now we do get a massive shot with the AT gun. This will force him back momentarily. Engineers are taking damage, but we're A-okay. He's getting way too close for comfort. I'm moving in the rifleman, trying to get some spots going. One unlucky hit and he's out of the game. One more hit is all we need. And unfortunately, Stug does get out of range, but the damage is done. He's backing off. I notice the engineers repairing. So we're on a limited time escape here. Moving the engineers to take off the sweeper model. Trying to get the kill. Unfortunately, engineers not great at max range. DAC's moving back in. AT gun's going to go ahead and head out. Infantry's just trying to buy time for the AT gun to scoot. And we will eventually get our head out of ass and rotate as bad on me. Now our Crusaders onto the field. We will move the Crusader in. There's the AT gun rotating like it needed to be. Moving to the right side. Again, we're down in the VPs. Crusader moving in. We can take a snare. There is a Mart in the background. But just in case we can't take a snare, but I will show him my frontal armor if something goes south. AT guns in the background covering him as well. But I decided to be cautious. This upgrade, I don't know how I feel about it. 30% rate of fire reduction is pretty bad. So it used to be really good. It used to be like you had to get this upgrade, but they've nerfed it so much. Just his anti-infantry is terrible. Now, right side of the map, he's moving in with the 250. He's doing great on map control, man. He's bleeding me heavily. 176 to 433. We're negative on the DPs right now. DAC's doing what they do best. There's a nasty nade coming in. Unfortunately, I tried to dodge it. It does not work. I will hit him with a rifle nade as a counter. Boom, there it is. Rifle nade misses. So that's what I'm talking about with the Brit rifle nades, is they're so easy to dodge. Like, they need to be a little bit faster, because I feel like that's fair. The amount of time, The model that sets up is a big giveaway. You don't even need to hear the click. You can just go, all right, most likely he'll fire a nade at me, and as soon as you see that model take a knee, man, I'm dodging that nade. Like, you're only gonna catch me off guard if you're lucky. So, we're digging in, trying to hold. Dak's pushing in on the right side. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the building, could throw a nade or just try to breach me, and I just don't want the trouble. Foot guard scooting in. We have our blob together. I noticed a lot of the armor's on the right. Versiglary coming in. But we're in a good position. I'm gonna go ahead and just frontally charge them with the foot guards. They can take the damage. Mortar is finally getting some decent shots into it. Almost at one. There's the strafing run. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat. Don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Not worth the damage. I will activate the foot guards vehicle. There it is. Staggered shot. And he's gonna sit there and take it. The foot guards can take the damage, and we're getting some nice pins. Foot guards, man. There's a bounce, pin. Moving the Crusader over. I see something going on. We got some magic going. Now, the Stug is backing off. Honestly, I feel like that's a decent trade for me because that opened up the right side of the map for me to cap. It allowed me to breathe, and that Stug is off the field, so it's a good deal for me. It is a very good deal for me. I noticed his infantry's coming over. I don't want to lose any more models on the foot guards. They're very expensive to reinforce at, was it 35 per model? If I got that right, it could be wrong. I feel like it's 44. I'll double check in a second. They're very expensive, I'm telling you. Mortar cranking out shots onto the enemy. You know, it's almost at one. We're getting there. Now, Versiglary, no bitches, no snares. Crusaders push again. I'm in a good position in case the Martyrs try to dive me. I'm gonna go ahead and put some nasty bleeds into him. Nasty bleeds into him, looking good. Infantry pushing the center of the map. I'm gonna go ahead and back everything off. We've kind of lost ground. Our units are just not good enough on the health wise. I'm trying to get a position. I did knock down this wall. Just go ahead and knock down this wall, man, because it makes it's so hard to maneuver the AT gun. With this wall right here. I took the Crusader and just did that, but we didn't capture it. AT gun is going to get wiped. Very bad position for me. I have no counter to the Martyrs. He can dive deep into my base. He will attempt to steal it. I'm going to go, no, we're not doing that. His half-health units, I mean, I feel like it's a bad idea because, you know, one big shot, boom, there it is. Focusing his engineer squad. Mortar gets a clutch shot, boom, and wipe. Mortar paid off, ladies and gentlemen. Mortar did pay off. Left side of the map, we have the DP control going on. Stood coming back in, putting shots into the Dak infantry squad. I'm going to go here and take the shots. You know, we're not out of the fight just yet. I want to get that bleed on the infantry squad. We will get the white, massive win. Right side of the map, pushing out of the base. We are leading the charge with the foot guards. Get the white, moving in, scooting our infantry units. Again, just trying to use them as much as possible. Do discover a nasty mine right there. Now backing them off. Foot guards scooting in. We will reclaim the AT gun momentarily. Again, you know, foot guards moving in. I see that tank out of position. I'm debating on a staggered shot on it. Come on, Cap. Now, foot guards will stagger shot again. Oh, never mind. I swore I clicked the ability button. But honestly, great engagement for us. I'm going to go ahead and cap and eventually fall these guys back. Not 35 per model. They're actually pretty cheap. I swore they used to be way more expensive. Ugh. We're relearning this game. AT gun back online. We'll heal it up momentarily. Crusader pushing to the left. 87 points, boys, to 430. We're in a do or die situation. We've got to do anything we can to hold this game. Versiglary, right side of the map. Excuse me, left side of the map. And I'm like, okay, he probably is desperately trying to get the cap. Bad idea because the Crusader can bleed you heavy if you're not careful. But he does get it. He does get it. Again, it's a bad idea because, you know, you can get a massive crit shot when this thing gets some veterancy going. Now, Grant coming on the line. I tucked into Grants again. We held off on the score, rushed our Grants, and this will pay off. It's Martyrs and Stug versus Grants and Crusader, and it's going to start going in our favor, is what I'm telling myself. We are getting that map control again, focusing on the VP bleeds, going for the field, getting a pincer maneuver going with the infantry in the background, just in case. AT gun in the back, opening fire. Grant, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take that damage, trying to get a snare onto him. It does not work out. I notice that the Dak's pushing up on the right side. We'll rotate our units momentarily. Excuse me, I lied. We're going to go ahead and fall back, kind of jotting it. Ah, there it is. I do rotate the Grant. Ah, there it is. Let me tell you now. So we're, again, in a good position. When do I... Eventually I'll tuck into armored vehicle training. Now, ooh, Panzer IV. I'm like, okay, he's going into the Tiger region. Panzer IV, rear armor showing. Grant's going to go ahead and open up, get a shot into the ass Grenadiers. I wanted a shot into the Panzer IV, but, you know, it's just not going to happen. But we're in a good position. AT gun set up. Infantry's in the middle of the map. Ass Grenadiers have to hug me. He does throw a smoke grenade onto me to block me. Putting us in a very bad position once again. You know, we don't want that whatsoever. Mortar, that one, doing work. You know, defensive setup. Get a nice shot into the ass Grenadiers. AT gun in the background. Crusader on the left side. Possible martyrs over here, so I'm not diving just yet. I noticed that the Berserkers are back out. Go ahead and put some shots into the Panzer IV. Massive shot. Could be a follow-up of the AT gun. Possible wipe. Martyrs are blocking him. This is huge for us. One more shot is all we need to knock out this Panzer IV. Unfortunately, we don't get it just yet. Boom. Planes are pushing us in. How to move back the infantry squads in the background. Stug's out of position. Crusaders taking massive damage. We do get a snare onto the Stug. This is huge for us. Bounce, unfortunately. I'm just keeping this guy in the background because the martyrs can't bleed us heavily. But we do get the kill on the Panzer IV finally. This is huge for us. Going for the Stug. Another bounce from the fucking Stug's frontal armor. And, oh. At this point, I'm back into the game, baby. That's exactly what we needed. Martyrs are pushing up. Big mad push. He's frustrated. I'd be frustrated too. But we're not done yet. Remember, we got to kill these wrecks left side of the map. This is the Berserkler I was talking about. Remember, with the low health tank for the Berserkler squad. No bitches, no snares. And it was about 5 models if you saw that earlier. And he was trying to risk it for the cap, get the bleed going. But we get the kill. This is huge for us. Crusader's going to back off. Grant's going to back off. We need heals immediately. Blob should have been moving. That's my bad. We will kill these wrecks eventually. Holding the line. We're in decent cover. He lost his 2 main tanks. There's that vehicle, the repair vehicle I was talking about. There's the Grant's pushing. Excuse me. Ooh! Martyr's pushing in. I do get a max shot range, or shot with the AT gun, max range, onto the Martyr. That's big for us. That was huge pick. Now I'm like, he's definitely in a bad spot. Now we're even Steven on the kill. Foot guards moving in. We can hold the line. Here, grenade, dodge it easily. I'm going to go ahead and activate the stagger shot onto the vehicle. Let's see. There it is. Why am I focusing that, not the Askrins? I need to get rid of his vehicle, 250s. He can harass me on around the map. It's vetted up. It has heals, med bags, and at vet 3 it can suppress your units. And I'm like, let's just go ahead and cut that shit out right now. Now focusing the Rex. Because he has that revival vehicle that I was talking about, non-doctrinal. He can bring all these husks back to life or harvest them for a decent amount of manpower, and we just don't want that happening. So we're going to go ahead and take our time, pick these wrecks off. I didn't want to play around with this whatsoever. You know, getting back into the game, looking good. This is an excellent situation, killing off that last wreck right now, taking forever. Krupa Steel, baby! Krupa Steel. There it is. Looking good. We're not in a horrible position. Now, scooting back from the map, I noticed a big push coming. We're going to go ahead and take our low health unit. We have our Crusader on standby. He only has 1 Martyr left, AT gun in support, and our foot guards are getting into that medium cover. You know, they're beefy, but we need to make sure that they're in a covered position to hold the line. Right side capping with our low health unit. There's a Martyr taking the shot. AT guns on standby, ready to help out. Grant still being repaired slowly. I was debating on getting a second engineer squad at this point. It's just taking forever to repair these vehicles. And we're not in a good position, 68 to 340. Even though I've done great, right? He can rebuild his army over time. So we don't want to play around with that. Left side, Askren's pushing me. He's really trying to get that VP control. I noticed that the snare squad is on standby. Sorry. They're playing hide and seek at the door. Anyways. Ass Grenadiers pushing in. I get a juicy shot into the Ass Grenadiers. I'm just trying to buy time using the Brit infantry, kind of baiting them and pulling them away, and just getting any kind of bleeds into them. You know, and while that's going on the left side of the map, I'm trying to keep him off on the right side. I assume that the Martyr is pushing in over here. He will take a shot into me, but I'm going, okay, let's get a snare situation going here. That Martyr, boom, there it is. But I've already maneuvered on the right side of the map, these units in the background, so I'm going to go ahead and say, fuck the cap, and get pushing. He almost gets me. This would have been costly for me. But my brain will start clicking. Grant's repaired. I see blood. I see blood on the ground. I can smell it. I got a scent going. We got something like a hound dog. Arrgh! Fucking scooting in with everything I got. I'm like, oh, there's only, oh, there he is. I see the fucking bushes, and I'm like, that's the only way you're gonna get out of here. So scooting in, moving over. He's giving himself away through the fog of war. Little engine that could, right? Oh no! 9! You don't understand the struggle! Oh, engine crit. Get him, but we're not done yet, folks. We gotta kill the wreck. We saw the revival vehicle. We're not done yet. Unfortunately, I told them to attack the vehicle. They decided to move closer. Relic, excellent studio. Instant suppression. I will stay with the foot guards. We have to get the kill. There is no other way at this point. Do get the kill on the martyr. Massive, massive advantage for me. Now, big mad push incoming. I see an additional tank. I'm assuming another martyr, but is a Panzer IV with the Ass-Grenadier squad. He's doubling down these Ass-Grens, man. So, you know, but we're repaired. We're good to go. You know, we're in a comfortable position. AT gun is still in support somewhere. I don't know where he at. Oh, there he is. He's capping the left side. Excuse me. He can come back. He can come back, I swear. The one momento, please. Right to the map, I see a dirty, decap going on, but he backed off. So I'm going to go ahead and move in the Crusader. He's lost everything. He has no anti-tank in the background, so this is honestly pure advantage for us. He has nothing to fight me with right now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and push a little bit further. Let's see. I'm like, we're in a good position. Let's just go ahead and chase him down. I see the repair vehicle in the background. I'm like, okay, well, that's out of position. Fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and focus you. He calls it a strafe. So I'm going to respect the strafe and back off. We don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Second Grant onto the field. Guards doing great. I'm going to go ahead and fix him up. Get him back into the fight. Crusader on the right side of the map is, getting some lane control going. Getting our VP presence. We're at a huge positive advantage. He has 2 squads of Ash-Grens. He has no real anti-tank onto the field. That Panzer IV means nothing to me because my Grants. Veteran C1 with its cannon accuracy. Gonna go ahead and tech into armored vehicle training. Right now, we're just getting extra perks going on. So this is gonna go ahead and give my Grant immediately vet 2. And at vet 2, you're getting 20% weapon penetration. So we're really in a good position. Right side holding. I will get that manpower point in a second. Now left side, Panzer IV onto the field with the Ass-Grenadier squad rushing into the fight. Now, AT gun set up. Grant's moving in. Keeping a nice little flank on the right side going, just in case. Just being cautious, not revealing all of our hands just yet. Now we're going to go ahead and zerg it. I'm like, okay. Again, leaving 1 Grant. Now, moving our Crusader over. I noticed the squad that chased me off. I didn't like it. I think it was the Askren squad. We're going to go ahead and just try to maintain that VP grip as much as possible. We're at 68 to 200, so I don't really want to fuck around with these VPs whatsoever. Grant opening up the first volley, a big miss, but second hit is amazing. Great hit. Excuse me. Crusader. Oh, excuse me, opening up. Now, Mortar, he was trying to push forward. I'm like, well, I'll just move the Grant and the cock block you. Even if you throw a nade, we're in a good spot. So I'm not really stressed about that. We got the Zerg machine going. All 3 tanks in the center of the map. It's getting some massive leads into a Panzer IV opens up. Again, I really don't care about it at this point. It's only 1 Panzer IV. But I want to close this game out as fast as possible, so we will go ahead and get an aggressive push onto the Panzer IV momentarily. But he backs off into his base, and I go, not worth it. Honestly, we're in a good position. If we maintain that central VP, right, and get something moving right on the right VP as well, we're in a good spot. Now, Flak comes onto the field. I'm like, okay, kill the vehicle. He can't get away. We're going to put all of our energy into the Flak gun. Ignoring the Panzer IV, AT gun can't put shots into it. Flak gun is our priority. Launching a rifle nade. Rifle nade does come in clutch, but we're not done here yet, folks. Putting shots into the infantry as well as focusing onto the AT gun. Now, Floofiedog does type GG. Well played to my opponent. Well played. That Flak gun was his last bet to get into the game, but unsupported and overextended. I tell him, please send help to the Brits. I beg you. The Brits. Please help the Brits. I was down to 68 VPs. I don't want to fucking hear it if somebody says something. I'm like, I tell him, well, bro, you smashed me. You had me by the balls. You did amazing, fucking amazing game. So, you know, GG as always. Hey, GG, Floofiedog. No hate from you, man. You did amazing.